And I want to talk about it, and I want to hear what your thoughts on this. So, for those who don't know, Philip Anderson held a free speech rally in front of the Twitter headquarters in San
Yep.
Francisco.
Yes.
Now, Antifa basically showed up and were just throwing stuff at him, throwing bottles, throwing eggs while he was trying to get set up. He by himself went across the crowd to help someone get through to help and be able to get to the rally. And someone came up and cold clocked him, just a cheap
Yeah.
shot from the side, left field, hit him in the face, hit him in the face again. I found pictures. They were wearing carbon gloves, knocked
Yeah.
out his two front teeth.
It
So
was.
this is terrible. Now I actually I started a GoFundMe for him, and I raised $28,000. And I just want to take a second to just say thank you to everyone out there who helped. I was speaking with Philip about 2 hours ago. Talked to him, talked to his father. They're just so grateful for everyone that has helped him. So thank you so much for helping. I've passed it over officially to Philip, so he is going to be able to get his teeth fixed. But what's crazy is Instagram banned him, Facebook banned him yesterday. Woke up this morning, Twitter banned him. They're taking these people who break the narrative and are getting rid of them. Like Kanye, you can't get rid of Kanye, but they can spin it as though he's having mental health issues, mental whatever breakdowns. When in reality, he seems like he's an actual smart man. You know, clearly he knows what he's doing musically. He knows what he's doing in the business of music, and you know, he's a success. But I
Kanye
mean,
said in a song
go
back
ahead.
in 2011, "Assassinate my character," and that's exactly what they've done.
Yep,
Uh,
exactly.
and to speak a little bit more on Philip, I believe I actually met Philip back in July of 2019. There was a
Really?
similar free speech event in Washington, D.C., where Antifa completely surrounded us, and we had to rely on the D.C. police to maintain that perimeter. But they were crazy. They were willing to, if they could have, rushed the stage and attacked us all. And I'm sure something like this could have happened many,
Yeah.
many times since then. You have to commend the police when they do their jobs in certain cities for their work, and that's why we have to back the blue. But this is really sad thing we're seeing right here. I actually believe I know the organization that was behind this same rally in front of Twitter headquarters in San Francisco. I'm really
Yeah.
proud of them. They've done some amazing work. They've had a few events since then, but or since that event back in DC. But it's really sad to see what Antifa, big tech, and these left wing organizations and people will do to silence you. They'll knock your front teeth out, which I believe actually makes it harder for you to speak, literally. And then, of course,
Yep.
they'll take you off of social media. What did this guy do to deserve it? Like he gets his two front teeth knocked out, and he
Yep.
can't even speak on social media about it.
Nope.
Is there something else? Is there an actual explanation, or do they
No.
realize that him serving his two front teeth, serving as the martyrs as they are, will be enough that they have to silence him or they won't get what they want? Because it's obvious that these social media companies want
Yep.
everything they can do to get President Trump and as many red people, as many Republicans out of office as they can. And
Yep.
taking that man off of social media and preventing his story from getting out there, and I'm sure GoFundMe, if they had heard about it or if it had gotten big enough, would have suspended your campaign as well. They'll do anything they can to prevent a story like that from getting out, but they can't fight. They can't kill everybody. They can't
Yep.
suspend you all. The
I
word of
know.
mouth got it out. I heard about the story. You heard about the story. I'm sure many people in the comment section that didn't know about it now are now hearing it from our mouths because we're still spreading that story. It doesn't matter. You can't squash every single cockroach that is spreading the truth that you don't like. The
Yeah.
truth doesn't serve your narrative, but we're out here spreading it anyways because it is what's happening, and it is a movement that we're fighting against every single day. If we want to make sure that there still aren't people, there still aren't ideals, as
Right.
Joe Biden would say, knocking people's teeth out,
Ideas.
then we need to vote this November, and we need to keep that fight going each and every month, each and every year, because this is a fight that's going to last a lifetime. And
I think that's yeah, go
yeah,
ahead.
no, yeah, his teeth getting knocked out is only a sign for what it is.
Yep.
If an idea can knock somebody's teeth out, then I think we need to fight with our own ideas as well.
Well, that's a bold statement right there, because that could
Yeah,
be, if you
that
look
can
at what
be
Joe
misconstrued.
Biden's idea is right now, and honestly, that might be part of the reason why he was banned, because he in the hospital, he's sitting there holding one of his teeth. You know, his other tooth is still hanging there. He's in a hospital gown in the hospital bed. He had a video out addressing Joe Biden directly, saying, "Hey, Joe Biden, like you said Antifa's an idea. Like, what about this? This is my tooth. Like, look, you know, my front teeth are gone. I got punched, you know, because Antifa was calling me. I mean, they were calling him some serious names, you know. That it's crazy how they're the ones saying everyone else is racist when they're the ones literally screaming racial slurs at Philip while he's trying to have a free speech rally, not a racist rally, which they for some reason twisted it into, and that's what they're yelling at him, and it's ridiculous. So he's calling out Joe Biden like, "Hey, you still think it's an idea, huh? What about that?" And that video was going viral. I shared it. It's gone, on I still have my tweets, but because Philip's account was gone now, you can't see any of these videos because they were pretty damning. I mean, look what's coming up in what is it, 16 days or something like that? Oh, right, a presidential election. So right now, this is the most key time right now. If something that drastic came out and everyone saw that, that's why they need to get rid of him. It's almost like they don't even care what the consequences are because they can worry about it later. It's like asking someone for forgiveness instead of permission, which is it's terrible. It's like, no, you're going to get in worse trouble. People are seeing this. Like you said, it's the internet. You can't stop us from talking about this kind of stuff. This information is out there. It's getting around. That's why mainstream media is stressing out and freaking out so much because they don't have the control that they used to have.
Yeah.
It's pretty insane.
I posted a tweet today, and it's something along the lines of Generation Z is being taught that free speech shouldn't be a thing and that we should be censoring hate speech. Now, I don't care about hate speech. Of course, some of it can actually be hateful, but censoring hate speech is where things start to really tear down for this nation. We were founded on a few very simple and very structurally sound ideas. The Constitution and the Bill of Rights, the First, Second Amendments, all those amendments that really stand for things that are important. But the First Amendment each and every day is being eroded within our culture. So now, of course, this is going to be funny. I know a lot of the younger viewers will know about this, but PlayStation is now going to be reviewing your party chat files. And if you say anything that they don't deem as appropriate, they will be banning your account for it. Now, of course, Generation Z can make Generation Z can make as many jokes about that as they like, but you have to realize right now, and I'm talking to all the younger people out there, even if you're not even Generation Z, but you're a millennial and you like to take part in these finer things in life, such as a PlayStation game chat, you have to realize now that your rights are being restricted and revoked within the culture and within your institutions day in and day out. Them reviewing your party chats, sure, it may start as only on the PlayStation, but soon enough, they'll be reviewing your phone calls. They'll be reviewing your texts. They'll be reviewing everything you say on every single service. And if you don't match up what they want you to say, then they will be restricting you from that service or kicking you out. Each and every day, we're forming a deeper and deeper network within each other, but we're also forming a deeper network of restriction. We're restricting you for having a thought. We're restricting you for saying something that we didn't quite say was appropriate. If you say something that we don't want you to say, you're not allowed to stay on the platform anymore. That's a very dangerous place we're at in our country right now. And if we don't turn back, if we don't fight against that, it's not going to be very good for our future. I'll tell you that. Because
the PlayStation thing actually is they aren't actually reviewing. If say you and I joined in a party chat, and we were just chatting, they can't go look at it. Anybody who is in the party can send the party chat to PlayStation. So if someone enters the party who you don't know, who hears something they don't like, they can then send to PlayStation, like almost like a report. Like, I'm going to report this chat and report that person. It's just like another addition of reporting, which then they can because they were saying something about how whenever you enter a party chat, you're acknowledging that PlayStation can, because it's on their network, you're acknowledging like, okay, whatever you say in this chat goes onto our network and then to the next person over. So I guess it's not necessarily like they can review it, but it doesn't matter. There's always going to be that one person who thinks that and hate speech is a perspective, isn't it?
Yes.
Like, it's for hate speech for one person isn't hate speech for another person. And whatever happened to, okay, that one person over there is hateful, and every other person in the room goes, you're an a-hole, and then that person suddenly loses all their power. It's like they're giving hate power by saying we need to ban it, we need to get rid of it, they're so powerful. And it's like, no, we have to, it's almost like bringing public shaming back kind of thing. It's like there's not even public shaming, they're just getting rid of it, and that's not making it any better.
Yeah, when you acknowledge their power, that's when it becomes true.
Correct. Exactly.